Next, we're going to create our products page. So I'm going to go to my company folder and open up my products. So in my case, the destinations file. And after my H2, I'm going to add a section. So I can do insert section at the current point. Then in my section, I'm going to want to have an H3. And in there, I'm going to have each of my 3 different products, or in this case, destinations. So I'm going to type out my first one, and then I'm going to turn that into a heading 3. And under my heading 3, I'm going to insert a figure. I'm going to put the image of that product in my figure. So that's the content of the layout of the figure tag. So I'm going to take that file that I got, and I'm going to put it there. I'm going to erase that text that I do not need. I'm going to replace my caption with the text that I had written. For my section, I'm going to add the class equals clearfix. I'm going to remove the width and height on my image, add an alt description, and I'm going to add a style equals width 33.33%, and that will make this take up exactly 1/3 of my page. My image should also have the same style equals width 100%. And that will take our image and make it take up 100% of its container, which is the section, which is 1/3 of the page. And we can take our image and have it point to the page that we want it to go to, so Cozumel, or whatever your product one is. I'm going to take my heading 3, and I'm also going to have that link to the same page. That way someone can click on the text or the picture to go to that place. Then I'm going to go to CSS Designer, and I'm going to add a selector for my H3 so that I can design what I want these links to look like. Font size first, make it 200%. Then I'm going to do a link, so a:*link, and then we can change the color of what our links will look like on our page. And this is the color I selected for my link. By default, the a:*visited will be a dark purple. If you want that to be something else, you can add another selector for a:*visited and have a color there as well. I'm going to use the same color, that way a regular link and a visited link will look the same. I'm also going to center this text, so I'm going to go to my H3. I'm going to add one more property for text align center, and that will center my text. Now I just need to duplicate this 2 more times for my other pages. So I'm going to go to my code. I'm going to take my section, highlight it, copy it, and paste it 2 more times. When I go back to design, we'll see that we have 3 here. Then I'm going to add another selector, this time for my section. I want my sections to float left. Now Dreamweaver shows these really close together, but if we make this live, you'll see that there's actually spacing between each of our sections. So we can go back to design so we can finish designing this. So in my second one, I'm going to put my second product. Then I'm going to take that link and I'm going to change that to the correct page. I'm going to change my image to the correct image. I'm going to change my text to the correct text. And I'm going to change my image's link to the correct place. Then I can do the same thing for the last one. Change my text, change my link, change my image, change my image's link, and finally take my text and replace it with my new text. Then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to either go to my index or my about and take my footer. So I'm going to take my about, go to my code, take the footer that I created, and put that at the bottom underneath my main of my products page. And there is my footer at the bottom. So once I have that, I'm going to save everything, go back to Files, select my top folder, upload everything, check my website, my company, go to my products page, then we have our 3 products. Each of those should be able to go to the correct location if I click the links, and if I click the images.